Hello yogis, and welcome to part 4 of our Yoga for Heart Failure series. Starting in mountain pose, closing off the eyes, feet hip width apart, sitting up tall through the centre channel, holding that navel up and in, and drop into the breath. Notice the breathing coming in and out through the nostrils. This is your time now. Open the eyes, neck stretch. Let's lower the left ear towards the left shoulder, feeling a lovely stretch up the right side of the neck. Breathing deep here. Come back up to neutral. Lower the right ear to the right shoulder, feeling the stretch along the left side of the neck into the left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Return to neutral. Cat and cow, bring the hands to the knees. Inhale, arch the back and look up and lean slightly forward. Ooh, and exhale, chin to chest, rounding through the spine, sort of pulling back on the knees. Inhale, forward to cow. Exhale, back into cat. One more with your breath. Return to neutral, mountain pose. Inhale the arms up, overhead, palms together. Rotate the palms, exhale, bringing the arms back down with resistance. Inhale, arms out to the side, rotate the hands forward. Exhale, bring the arms behind. Inhale, arms up together overhead. Exhale, down through to heart center. Let's incorporate the head this time. Inhale, bring the head up with the arms. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms up overhead, gaze to the fingers. Exhale, hands down through heart center, bowing the head. Inhale the arms up to the side, rotate the palms forward, exhale, bring the arms back. Inhale, arms up overhead, gaze up, exhale, hands down through heart center. If this is starting to become too tiring, you can go back to one arm at a time, going up overhead and coming back down. Bring the right forearm onto the thighs, leaning forward, and let the left arm dangle down at the side. Inhale, open up to the left, gazing to the fingertips. 5 breaths here. Exhale, bring the hand back down. Swap over to the other side, left forearm on the thighs, reaching down with the right arm. Inhale, open out to the side. Trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears so we've got space for our neck. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Heel toe the feet as wide as the chair legs, wide-legged forward fold. So hands can be on the thighs, leaning forward, letting the head hang, or you can bring your hands down to the floor. Be guided by your breath. If your breath is short or shallow, it means you are too deep into the pose. To return, bring your hands back to the thighs, then push yourself up, back to mountain pose. Let's repeat those 2 triangles. Hands come down, the left arm down, inhale, and you may be able to lift the left arm a little higher this time. Breathing deep. If your arm's starting to tire, bring your hands to the waist. Keep the gaze up. Then release. Bring the left arm across the thighs. Right hand comes down to the side. And when you are ready, on an inhale, open up to the right. Gaze to the fingertips. Again, if it's starting to feel heavy and tired, your arm, or you're getting short and shallow with the breath, bring your hand back to your waist. Exhale, lower the arm back down. Wide-legged child's pose again. Either arms on the thighs, head hanging low, or hands to the floor. Breathing deep here. Enjoy this lovely rounding of the spine. Bring yourself back up. Feet parallel. Warrior 2. Let's open the left leg out and we can stay with this right angle, or we can shift the weight, our bottom to the right edge of the chair so that our hamstring is completely supported by the chair, and extend the right leg. You're aiming for the heel of the left foot to be in line with the arch of the right foot. Really suck and squeeze that navel in, arms out to the side, gazing to your left middle fingers, beyond your left middle fingers. Really keeping that navel up and in. Strong pose, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. If your arms are tiring, bring your hands back to the waist. Using your hands on the chair to support yourself, bring yourself back to mountain. For a few breaths here. Just to reset. Bring the right leg out to the side. And be Warrior 2 here, or shift the weight so that the whole of the right thigh is supported by the chair. Extend the left leg. Toes of the left foot pointing forward, navel up and in, arms out to the side. Gazing beyond the right middle fingers. Shoulders down the back so there's space for the neck. Hands to the waist if you're starting to tire. Release the pose. Bring yourself back to mountain. Close off the eyes for a moment and observe how you are feeling. We're going to come into tree now. We're going to do some standing work. So stand to the left side of your chair. So you've got your right hand supporting yourself on the chair. Weight is going into the right foot. Keep that right hip firm. And you can either place the toes on the floor with the heel against the ankle, left hand to the heart, and then if you're steady, bring both hands together. Or you can place the sole of the left foot against the inner right calf, making sure that the hip points are staying forward. Bring a left hand to the heart, keeping shoulders down the back, And with time, you'll be able to bring both palms together. Keep the gaze fixed on something that is not moving. The chair is there to support you as you need. So you may in the beginning just be letting go of the chair for a moment and then holding back on. Exhale, release. Walk round to the other side. So the weight is now on the left leg, keeping that left hip firm so we're not collapsing into it. Navel up and in, find your focal point and choose your tree. Hips facing forward. Breathing deep. Navel keeping up and in to help with the balance. Exhale, release, march it out a bit. Those legs have worked quite hard. Come back to mountain pose in the chair. Inhale the arms up and forward, bend at 90 degrees. Bring the left arm under the right, binding once or binding twice. Shoulders down the back, lift the elbows up. Eagle pose. If this doesn't work for you, remember you can clasp the opposite shoulders with the opposite hands, giving yourself a hug, lifting the elbows. Breathing deep here, send the breath to where you feel the stretch the most. Release, shake out the shoulders and go to the other side. Bending the elbows at 90 degrees, crossing the right arm under the left this time. Binding once or twice. Shoulders down the back, lifting the elbows up. Keeping that navel up and in, keeping the spine supported. Great stretch for between the shoulder blades and the shoulder girdle. And release. Rotate your shoulders a few times. Seated forward fold. You can either just lean forward, keeping your hands on your thighs, or first of all, inhale the arms up overhead, keeping that navel in, folding at the hips, then let the arms come down, the hands come down to the knees, leaning forward from the hips, keeping a flat back, imagining keeping the shoulder blades together whilst keeping the shoulders coming down away from the ears. Gaze will be to the floor in front. Deep breaths here. Use your hands to walk yourself back up to mountain. Carefully bring your bottom a bit more forward in the chair. We're coming into some core work. Holding onto the sides of the chair, really sucking that navel up and in. Lean back. So now your back is supported by the chair. Got to really hold that navel in to protect the lower spine. Come onto your tiptoes. Squeezing that navel in, working the core. On an inhale, lift the right knee and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left knee, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the right knee, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left knee, exhale, lower. Really working the lower abdominals here. Using your hands on the chair, keeping that navel into the spine, bring yourself back up. Cross the arms over at the chest. We're going to work the obliques. On an exhale, turn, look over the left shoulder, keeping the hips facing forward. Inhale, back to the front. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, front. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, front. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, front. Fabulous. Working that core will help with balance, helps with overall strength. Let's have a moment's rest in wide-legged child's pose, feet as wide as the chair legs, leaning forward either on your thighs or hands to the floor. Breathing deep, let the head hang heavy. Rise back up, using your hands on your thighs to help you back up to seated, to mountain. Shavasana, head to knee pose. Extend the right leg. Twist slightly so that your hips are in line with your right foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine and either walk your hands down the leg or inhale, arms up and then leaning forward, folding from the hips, not the lumbar spine. And your hands come down onto your leg and you may be able to reach your toes with your right arm. Try to avoid rounding the head. You want to be thinking chest to knee so the back stays flat. Keep the spine protected. Then walk your hands back up your leg. Bring the right foot in and extend the left leg. Shavasana on the other side. Twist slightly to the left, inhale the arms up, exhale, folding forward, hands land wherever they land, and you may be able to reach the toes with the left hand. You might find it comfortable to place the other hand on the right thigh, gaze to the toes. Inhale, walk your hands back up the leg and then come back to mountain pose. Seated twist, place the right hand on the left knee, swim the left fingers round behind the chair, inhale, lengthen and exhale into your twist, looking over your left shoulder. Every inhale, think length in the spine. And on the exhale, think journey a little further into the twist. Keeping that navel up and in at the same time. Return to centre. And let's take it to the other side. Left hand to right knee, right fingers swim round behind the tailbone. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Shoulders down away from the ears. The twist is from the belly, not the hips. So good for the body. Release and come back to centre. Sit further back in the chair so you're supported. Palms up on your thighs. Close off the eyes. Shavasana. Time for constructive rest for the mind and body. Let the breathing return to normal. And try to just focus on the breath. If thoughts start popping into your head, let them pass by. Try not to engage with them. Gently bring some movement back into your fingers and toes, rotate the wrists, wriggle the ankles, the toes. Bring yourself back up to seated. Inhale, arms up together overhead, gathering all that wonderful positive energy, bringing it down to your heart centre. Bow your head to your hands, thanking yourself for your hard work. Namaste. I hope you have enjoyed this class. I hope you can feel and see the improvements that are coming. Give it a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how it's going. And click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And thank you very much for watching.